Hey Novak,
Hi.
first of all, happy Easter to you.
Thank you.
Tough match today. So, given the context of everything that's happened over this year, how big was this finals and playing this match for you, basically?
Well, I have to look at positives, Played finals in front of my home crowd, and it was unfortunate that in the third set I really ran out of gas. Couldn't deliver more of a fight, unfortunately. But congrats to Andre for playing another great week. He's at the top of the men's game, amongst the best players in the world for a reason. And I could have lost easily the first round. So after 4 3-set battles, I can say that what I can say is that I'm tired, but I'm also pleased that I managed to win the tough 3-set battles prior to this match, because I think that will serve me for the continuation of the clay court season. I didn't like the feeling of today towards the end of the second set, and basically the whole third set was similar to what I was experiencing in Monte Carlo, to be honest. Whether it's due to that illness that I had recently or something like that, I don't know, probably. But I at least this kind of, let's say, bad feeling physically came in the fourth match rather than the first match as it was in Monte Carlo. So things are progressing slowly but surely, and again, Paris is the big goal, and hopefully by Paris I'll be able to be fit and ready to go best of 5.
Well, I think the second set was great. I don't know, what do you think? I think the rhythm and the level was fantastic. Yeah. And watching from the front row was unbelievable. And did you expect to run out of gas when you were at the beginning of the second set, or it just came at the end? And when do you remember it happened before to you without considering Monte Carlo?
It never happened really like this. I don't think, maybe very early in my career, but Monte Carlo and today, that's why I think it's maybe related to the illness that I was going through. That was quite tough physically for me and health-wise. But I guess the recovery time is taking a bit longer than I expected. I didn't feel, let's say, too tired until end of the second. So I think the 5-4 game, which was a long game, that's when I start to feel not that great. And I was fortunate to win the tiebreaker. I think I played well in the tiebreaker, and came out after some medical timeout and changing clothes to be ready to fight for another set. But I had a fuel only for maybe 2 games. After that it was really not a very pleasant thing to see on the court for people, and I'm very sorry for that. It's but I didn't want to retire the match. So I'm sorry for that kind of experience in the third set. For people watching, because I know that they wanted me to fight and try to win, but it wasn't to be this time.
Hi, Novak. Throughout this whole Wimbledon conversation, the focus has been a lot on Medvedev, Sabalenka, to a lesser extent, Rublev, Azarenka, the very, very top players. But the reality is that if you think about qualifying draws as well as the main draw, that goes into players that are up to rank 250, 300, which is about roughly 30 women on the WTA side and roughly 14 on the ATP side. So that's a good chunk of people. Arguably, the top players will suffer less in terms of the financial hit that not playing a Grand Slam. So given your PTPA activism, what effect do you think something like this has on the lower ranks?
I think you explained it. I mean, it's a logical conclusion that the lower you're ranked, the more you're going to struggle economically and professionally in every sense. So, of course, in a war there is much more suffering than losing opportunity to play for money and whatnot, you know, for your job. You know, life is always more important than anything else. But if we speak about sport and this particular situation, you know, there's going to be a lot of, unfortunately, players that will suffer the consequences of this decision. But there is not much you can do, really. Whether it's PTPA, ATP, WTA, you can only issue a statement and, you know, try to change something, but on a larger scale, politically, governments are the ones that are deciding, or the local federations, or whoever is deciding to ban, you know, players from Russia and Belarus, and that's it. There's not much that you can do. I mean, you know, I am not in agreement with this, in accordance with this decision. Absolutely not.
Saša Dobrijević, televizija Srpske dijaspore iz Minhena. Malo da pređemo na srpski jezik. Aha, poslednji, nisam razumio. Aha, okej.
Novak, you talked about the illness that you were dealing with. What was the nature of it, and do you think it was related to previously having COVID?
No, it wasn't COVID. It was something else. But look, I don't want to go into details. I don't think it's necessary. You know, it was quite severely, let's say, you know, affecting my body and generally my metabolism for quite, you know, for almost a few weeks. So yeah, I didn't have too much time to get ready for Monaco. I was, you know, looking forward to playing Monaco because, you know, it's where I resided and where I lived for many years, and it just felt like, okay, you know, it felt nice to play there as in here in Belgrade. But I think, as I previously answered on the first question, that looking on a positive side, it's progressing now in a positive way. I mean, I'm getting better physically, playing 3 setters back to back prior to this final, and again 3 sets today. You know, I can take the positives, but of course, you know, it's a bit concerning to have this kind of feeling on the court, particularly because I didn't have it for, you know, quite many years. But again, that's the only reason why I have it, I guess. You know, that's what I can relate it to. I don't see any other reason, because I'm training, I'm doing things that I've always done, and I've always kind of regarded myself as one of the fittest players on the tour, and that has, you know, longevity for so many years. So I don't have an issue with the body. It's just something that happened that has affected me to feel this way. But I guess, you know, every single week it will be better and better. I hope so.
Rekli ste da imate u cilju da postane ovo i veći turnir. Šta je potrebno zapravo da se privuku i ostali igrači koji su u vašem rangu, i šta je potrebno da postane Serbia Open još veći turnir?
Pa, pre svega je potrebno da ova licenca postane naša, što ona nije u našem vlasništvu. Mi je iznajmljujemo, rentiramo od firme koja je ovaj turnir organizovala i u Budimpešti, i u Bukureštu i tako dalje. Čekamo njihov odgovor. Mi smo dali ponudu, tako da to je sad već stvar pregovora i posla, jer ukoliko ta licenca nije naša, mislim, nema smisla investirati, kako da kažem, u nešto što nije tvoje, a pokazali smo posljednje 2 godine šta možemo da uradimo sa ovom licencom, koja je definitivno duplo, ako ne i 3 puta vrednija kada se održava ovde u Beogradu nego kada se održavala u tim prethodnim mestima, sudeći po svim mogućim parametrima i faktorima po kojima se procenjuje vrednost licence. Tako da to je prvi korak. Drugi korak, ukoliko do toga dođe, onda naravno razgovor sa ATP-em. Jer ova nedelja je jedna od, ja mislim, samo 2 nedelje u rasporedu, kakav jeste, koliko sam upućen, gde može kategorija 250 da preraste u 500. Zato što u ovoj nedelji samo ima još jedan turnir koji se odigrava u Barceloni i on je u 500 kategoriji, a po pravilima ATP-a postoji mogućnost dakle, da se održe 2 turnira iz 500 kategorije u istoj nedelji. Tako da, eto, mi smo 250 sa željom i tendencijom i mogućnostima da postanemo 500. Stvarno želimo i imamo i organizaciju, i imamo i podršku i grada i države i na tome smo jako zahvalni jer bez njih ne bi to bilo moguće. Naravno, tu ima puno ljudi koji doprinose, evo rekao je Đole danas, ako se ne varam, preko 1000 ljudi koji učestvuju u organizaciji. Tako da, što je veća kategorija, to je veća mogućnost i prilika da se u Beogradu vide još neki vrhunski igrači. Tako da, naravno, tu je potreban i novac, jer mnogi igrači traže novac da bi došli na manje kategorije turnira kao 250-500. Sve to znamo i spremni smo, mislim, jer imamo nameru i idemo u tom pravcu. Sad, naravno, ništa ne može da se dogodi ukoliko se prvi korak ne završi.
Hvala. Nole, danas je bilo nekih vesti, pa ću spojiti 2 pitanja u jedno. Prvo, došao je Marijan Vajda, tvoj sad već bivši trener, pa me zanima ako možeš da govoriš malo o razlozima raskida saradnje i da li možda razmišljaš da još nekog priključiš timu. I drugo, što mislim da je bilo iznenađenje za većinu nas, a to je da Miljan više nije deo tima.
Da.
Pa ako možeš je to.
Pa, sa Điđijem sam raskinuo saradnju, ima sad već godina. Sa Marijanom je bila raskinuta jednom na kraće vreme, pa se vratio u tim. Mnogo je Marijan putovao i kao igrač i kao trener Dominika Hrbatija i nekoliko igrača i onda sa mnom 15 godina umorio se jednostavno od putovanja i prosto zajedničkim nekako sporazumom smo se rastali. Ali nismo to ozvaničili, zato i jesmo organizovali ovaj današnji događaj na terenu i upriličili malo tu saradnju. Uveličali je, da kažemo, sve ono što smo ipak zabeležili zajedno, a puno toga smo zabeležili zajedno u svetu tenisa. A što se tiče Miljana, Miljan je isto neko ko je putovao dugi niz godina i 3 dece i tako dalje. I drugo, ovde u centru planiramo velike stvari, već smo pokrenuli koncept teniskog centra koji će da prerasti u tenisku akademiju u nekoj skorijoj budućnosti i on je jedan od nosilaca stručnog štaba. Tako da bi se napravila velika stvar u tom smislu, prosto čovjek mora biti posvećen projektu i onda je opet sporazumno donešena ta odluka da on ostane ovde i jer je on čovjek od poverenja, on je jedan od najbitnijih ljudi i meni je drago što je on prihvatio da nosi ovu priču koja će sigurno biti izvrsna i jako bitna za razvoj i budućnost srpskog tenisa. Za? Ne za sada. Za sada tu su Uli, Marko i Goran, to je to.
Nole, pre svega čestitke na sjajnoj nedelji tenisa, onoga što je te toliko nedostajalo svih ovih meseci i pobjeda i konačni trofej je izostao, hvala. Ali ima puno razloga za zadovoljstvo i na terenu i van terena i tokom meča i posle meča. Pričamo malo o tom zadovoljstvu kao faktoru koji će biti veoma važan za tvoje naredne izazove. Hvala.
Pa da, mislim, rekao sam na terenu i veoma su retke prilike, jednom godišnje zapravo možda, ako imam sreće 2 puta zbog Davis Kupa eventualno i tako dalje, da igram pred domaćom publikom. Videli ste da je Že bio pun srpskih tenisera koji su se direktno kvalifikovali, su bili ovde, niko ne izostavlja Serbia Open zato što od naših tenisera, jer svi stvarno mnogo volimo da igramo pred domaćom publikom, jer ako ćeš ikada imati tu podršku publike, to će biti sada, jel tako, na ovakvom turniru. Putujemo širom sveta, naravno svako na svoj način igra, predstavlja sebe, predstavlja svoju zemlju, ali ovde je ipak kuća, dom, podrška publike, mislim ja ono što sam doživeo ovih 5-6 dana je stvarno nezaboravno i izuzetno sam zahvalan na tome. Imao sam priliku nešto slično da doživim možda pre 10 godina ovde, kada sam je osvojio, mislim 2011. godine, da je bilo nešto slično, ali bilo je manje publike nego sada, manje su tribine, sad je bilo skoro 10.000 ljudi, mislim, zaista, svi su bili iza mene, svaki poen. Dugujem im veliku zahvalnost, jer upravo ta energija me je nekako gurala do kraja, do finala. Nažalost, nije bio uspešan dan danas na terenu, ali taj moment zadovoljstva i ponosa koji sam osetio na terenu ću nositi sa sobom i nadam se upotrebiti na pozitivan način za naredne izazove.
Nole, prvo čestitke na sjajnoj nedelji. Ja bih se osvrnuo na on pitanje koje si dobio pre nekoliko dana kada si rekao da ti voliš da kada ti priđu mlađi teniseri da im objasniš, da im pomogneš, da im daš savet. Posle toliko godina iskustva, šta bi savjetovao Novaka Đokovića sa 15 godina ili 18 godina ili u nekom tom periodu?
Pa, postoje neke, da kažem, univerzalne vrednosti, generalne opšte stvari koje mislim da su uvek korisne za sve, sportiste, pogotovo tenisere u ovom slučaju, to je ta posvećenost. Mislim da je pre svega bitno da teniser ili teniserka nekako sa sobom pre svega razmisli, proceni i odluči koliko želi da bude posvećen ili posvećena ovom sportu. Jer je sport, tenis je individualan sport i kao takav ne može niko da te zameni. Ako si povređen, nije timski sport, drugačija je dinamika, moraš mnoge stvari sam da uradiš, moraš da imaš tu disciplinu ujutru, da ustaneš, da se motivišeš i kada te sve boli i kada ti je pun kufer, što kaže Niki, svega, i da nekako prebrodiš to. Ali za to su ti potrebni, naravno, jasni ciljevi koje treba postaviti, dugoročni i oni kratkoročni, zbog kojih ćeš uvek naći nekako inspiraciju da se guraš, da se motivišeš, da nastaviš, da pronađeš tu neku snagu, taj moment energije kada ti je to najpotrebnije. Mislim, u tinejdžerskim danima tu ima puno stvari se dešava, naravno, tu svi otkrivamo sebe na najdubljem nivou, našu ličnost i formiramo sebe kao čoveka. Bitno je isto okružiti sebe sa dobrim ljudima. Bitno je imati prave mentore. Ja sam imao sreću da imam Niki Pilića, Jelenu Genčić, uz, naravno, moje roditelje i neku najužu atmosferu koju sam imao, ljude oko sebe koji su mi bili ne samo teniski, nego i životni učitelji, koji su mi stvarno pomogli da me usmere na pravi put i da me nauče nekim osnovnim vrednostima i pravilima igre života tenisera. Tako da je, da kažemo, neka ravnoteža između toga da pojedinačno i individualno pristupiš tome sa ljubavlju i strašću iz koje treba izvlačiti srž i suštinu, a s druge strane opet pronaći ljude koji će moći da te dižu kada ti ne ide najbolje. Hvala puno.
Andrej, congratulations for your first trophy at Belgrade Serbia Open. You said yesterday that it will require your best tennis today to win and to be happy on court. So was this your best tennis? How would you describe this match? Thank you.
I would say it was mixed of everything. I was playing quite good, and Novak was not playing, for sure, not at his high level. Maybe it was middle of his level. Plus, on top of that, he played 3 sets every round, which is really, really tough mentally. From always come back from one set down, and in general, I think what he been through all this year, all this pressure that he had, it's really tough mental. Especially when you play at home and you have even more pressure at home, and he did well. He handled pressure so good, and he was coming back from all the matches one set down, and even today he came back, and he had a really good chance to block me in the third set, but then I was really lucky that he couldn't anymore, and he was really tired, and then that was the main part because I won today.
Hi Andre, Pierre. Congrats for your beautiful victory and great week. How did you experience to play in such in front of this crowd? Is it something that motivates you?
I mean, first of all, it's always a pleasure and it's a really great feeling to play in front of a lot of spectators, and the rest is. I mean, today I knew that they will support Novak, and this is normal. They should support Novak, all of them, because like I said yesterday, this is his home, his tournament, his club, so they should support him full power, and I only understand this, and I only also support this, and the rest is just, even if we play somewhere else, doesn't matter Novak or not Novak. If we have full crowd, it's always like I said, it's always a pleasure, and it's amazing feeling like you never have nowhere else. And then it depends on spectators where they have the more favorite player that they would like to support or something like that.
Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank
well
you.
done. I saw this morning you were practicing a lot with the serve, and your coach was telling you to put the toss higher to serve, and you served pretty well. So it was a good practice. I'd like to know, during the slams, you haven't performed so well as in the tournament. Is that because it's best of 5? And Djokovic saying that his goal is to play well at Roland Garros. Is also your goal, or is not so important like for him?
I mean, of course, it's the most important tournaments for me as well. That's what we're playing for tennis, to play and compete on the Grand Slams. And in my case, I mean, I had a couple of chances that I could do better to be in semis, or even maybe even better. But in my case, the mental part in the most important moment was not on the right place, and because I wanted badly to win, I wanted badly to go through quarters, and in the end I couldn't handle the pressure, and that's it. And I've been a couple of times in quarters, I don't know exactly how many. I know that on almost on many Grand Slams, and I had really good chances to win the matches there, but I couldn't handle the pressure, and that's it. So that's the main part, is not that I cannot play or something, it's more about to deal with the mental part and pressure that I'm having in those moments.
Congratulations, Andre. You've had an amazing week here. And I'm wondering, one of the things that you're known for on the tennis tour is being very successful at the 500 level. No, I know. But what I'm wondering is, what do you think it will take for this tournament, if they wanted to become a 500 level? What do you think it would take for them to get there, to improve, to be at that level?
To be honest, about facility-wise, they have everything to be a 500 in my opinion. Maybe the only two things that can be for the 500s compare, I mean, if I have to compare it with the 500s. 500s have a bit bigger stadiums. The center courts here is also quite big, but it's only 2 sides, so maybe they need to put from behind, from another part. And court 1 also should be like quite big, because on all the 500s they have good big center court and good big second court, and the rest, the level here with about hospitality, food and everything is really on a high level.
Andre, first, congrats for your title. You've now beaten every single member of the Big Three. I was wondering, do you have a favorite to win against those guys, and if yes, which one?
I mean, if I think all of them are special, because the first one was against Roger, that I never had even chance to beat someone like that, and I was quite young and I didn't even expect. And of course the emotions there was something that I couldn't describe. Then against Rafa in Monte Carlo, on one of his best tournaments, on his favorite surface, to be able to beat him was something unreal. And today also Novak, especially its final, which is make it even more special. So I will not pick one. All of them are special.
Congratulations, Andre, for your victory. What was the moment when you recognize the moment to win? The moment in the first, second, or third set? When did you felt that?
I feel actually during the match, like I said, because I feel that Novak was tired and he didn't play well. Since the beginning of the match, I feel that he was not at his normal level, like he is normally playing. So I feel that I have a chance to beat if I will do everything right, and if he will not start to play better, I have a good chance to beat him. And that's it. And I was just thinking like this: okay, just stay focused and take your advantages. And then in a third set, when I was able to hold my serve and I was able to break him, then I started to feel that he was more tired and more tired. And then at 3-0 I said to myself, this is like the main game. If I win this game, then most likely it's gonna be over. And if I'm not gonna win this game, for sure he will still try to fight, and you never know what can happen. And in the end I was lucky that I broke him again at 3-0, and from that time I realized that most likely it's gonna be over.
Hi, Andre. Yesterday you talked about that you don't follow other sports when you were asked about football, being a football fan. So what is it you do when you're not playing tennis and practicing? What are your favorite things to do outside of being a professional tennis player?
It's depending. I mean, of course, obviously I can go to see a sport, other sport as well, but it's not something that I follow, or I follow the players, or I follow the league. But if I have a time and I have a invitation from someone that there's a game and if I want to see, I can go and with the friends to see the game, but more just to enjoy, not to really follow or something. And the rest, I follow a lot music, and yeah, so basically when I have free time I try to go also for the shows, and in general I follow follow music, the artists, the new songs, or new bands that are coming or they are performing more in this way.
Hi, Andre. First of all, congratulations for the victory. There have been new speculations today. I don't know, have you seen it, about ATP and VTA talking about not giving rankings to Wimbledon, so that practically Wimbledon can become an exhibition event because of the ban and everything they are talking. Do you hope that maybe that convinces the people at Wimbledon to revoke that ban and, let you?
I mean, of course, because I was hearing that the ban from Wimbledon, they break some rules that they couldn't do or something to ban the players, and ACP and WTA in this case, big thanks to them, because they have a huge position to defend us. And yeah, in the end I hope that if there will be no points, probably then Wimbledon will change the statement, and maybe we will find agreement. And like I said, I'm happy with my statement that I did before to help in a better way, and I think it's it's only give more positive things to everyone. So we'll see what's gonna happen.
Hi again. If I'm not mistaken, Fernando Vincente wasn't here this week. I know, though, that you have kind of that base with him at Four Slam tennis. I think you're not playing next week. I hope you get to rest a little bit. What do you enjoy about being in Spain, and are you going to go straight away to Spain?
Yeah, I will go straight away to Spain because I need to prepare for Madrid. I will go there earlier. I didn't talk with my team yet when, but I think Wednesday or Thursday I will go to Madrid already to prepare. And in general, I like Spain, especially for tennis. It's amazing place, and it's easy life there. You have everything, nice weather, nice food. Everything is chill and easy.
Any more questions? All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Enjoy your day.